Alright, what is up guys? This is your random movie guy with another random trailer review. And today, we're looking at the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, trailer number 2. So with this video, first off I'm going to quickly go through my review, just let you know what I thought about the trailer, and just pick out a few Easter eggs. And the second part of the video, I'm going to go into detail about my theory on who I reckon the villain is. And trust me, I've had a look on the internet, I've not seen anyone else come up with this theory, and I'm about 99% sure it's going to be this villain, or some sort of variation on this storyline. So potential spoiler alert for that. Anyway, let's get straight into it. So overall, I like the feel of this trailer. Starts off with high action, loads of comedy, nostalgic music, everything you expect from a Guardians of the Galaxy trailer. Now, what I notice is most of the trailer is based around what I reckon is going to be the final action set piece of the movie, with that big octopus slash love child of the Kraken from the Pirates of the Caribbean thing, and that platform with the 5 glowing yellow portals. I'm not going to go into too much detail about that, I'm going to save that to the end. But yeah, even the spaceships and just people just jumping around and exploding looks like a massive visual spectacle. As you'd expect, Baby Groot steals the show. The back and forth that he has with Rocket is hilarious. I mean, it's in 2 bits, and yeah, it's just amazing how he doesn't have to say anything, just the tone of his voice, the body language, it all works, and you know exactly what's going on. And the scene at the end with Batista and Star-Lord and Gamora and Mantis, that was just hilarious, caught me off guard. It looks like we're going to be seeing a bit more of Batista in this movie. I think in the last movie they used him well. He's not exactly an A-list actor, but they used him in the right amount. But here you can see that they are working on his acting, they're giving him a chance to break to that comedy role, and yeah, got a laugh out of me. So if you didn't already know, this character here, Mantis, she is a member of the Guardians of the Galaxy in the comics, but in the context of this movie, she's actually Star-Lord's half-sister. So she's the daughter of Ego the Planet, which we found out from James Gunn is going to be Star-Lord's father. And the vibes I'm getting from this whole scene is that it's some sort of counselling session, the group trying to bond and, work on their relationship. And I'm guessing that scene from the previous trailer where Drax is hugging Star-Lord, that's all part of the same scene, they're wearing the same sort of clothes. A nice little Easter egg I noticed was the anti-gravity grenade scene, where Rocket's fiddling around with that grenade thing, and everyone starts flying up in slow motion. It looks great. If you actually look really closely at the device, it looks more or less identical to the device that Star-Lord used in the first movie at the beginning scene when he was trying to get away from those guys, and he threw that grenade and they all got sucked in like heavy gravity. I'm pretty sure Rocket has tinkered around with that, and so it does the opposite. So this is the part of the video where I'm going to explain the whole villain theory, and it gets really super geeky, so just bear with me, it should all make sense at the end. So whenever you see a massive octopus in some sort of action fantasy genre film, it's nearly always a tip of the hat to H.P. Lovecraft's Cthulhu. Now I'm not going to try and explain the whole mythos of Cthulhu, here's how you spell it, Google search it, there's loads of information on it. In a nutshell, it is this humongous, superpowered, really old, interdimensional monster that could basically wipe out a planet or a universe. It's something that you just basically can't comprehend. Now you probably don't realize it, but more or less the entire modern horror genre has been inspired by the work of H.P. Lovecraft. Movies like The Thing, The Xenomorphs and the Aliens, even like Freddy Krueger and Nightmare on Elm Street. Most of these concepts derive from ideas that H.P. Lovecraft introduced in his novels. And so having a massive octopus thing in space, in front of portals, especially with a director like James Gunn at the helm, is pretty safe to say that this is going to be an homage to that. Now talking about portals, the ones in the trailer look really similar to the ones in the last Marvel movie, Doctor Strange. Now the reason why that's important to my theory is because there is a Doctor Strange character that perfectly fits that formula. Shuma-Gorath. Or at least that's how I think it's pronounced. And so this villain is basically a clone of Cthulhu. He's an interdimensional being, destroys planets and universes, and you basically can't kill him. I mean, Doctor Strange has fought him multiple times, he's sent him back to his dimension, and that's really the most they can do. They can bring him close to death, but he tends to regenerate and come back for more. Now, the more accurate way to describe what this character is that he is a cosmic entity. So you're putting him on the level of Galactus and Mephisto and even Thanos. Here's a picture I found on the internet where all 3 of them and 3 other cosmic entities are together. Don't ask me where it comes from, I just found it, I thought it was interesting. But what's really interesting about this picture is that there is a link between this villain and Thanos. Thanos being a big bad in the previous Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Now here's where the theory really gets interesting. Last time Shuma-Gorath made his appearance in the comics was during the 2013 Infinity storyline, which involved Thanos, where basically one of Thanos' servants manipulates Doctor Strange, who in turn then summons Shuma-Gorath to fight the Avengers on Earth. Now, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to work out that part of the reason that Marvel are doing so well is because of the way that they're able to intertwine all the storylines from various different movies and get them to come together in one big, massive tentpole event. The next one being Infinity War. As of right now, we're 3 movies away from the first Infinity War movie, so it makes absolute sense to introduce some of these bad guys and characters that will come back in that movie. Now, I know what some of you are going to say. Shuma Gorath has this one-eye Illuminati sort of look, whereas the one in the trailer has 2 eyes. And what I say to you is, creative freedom. No one really knows this character anyway. I think it looks better with 2 eyes. Not only that, if you really want to get into the whole canon situation and being true to the comic book, who's to say that he had 1 eye initially, Doctor Strange kicked his ass, and so when he regenerated, he came back with 2 eyes. Simple. Now, if none of what I've just said has convinced you about my theory, how about this? Kurt Russell is playing Ego, the Living Planet. As mentioned earlier, he's Star-Lord and Mantis' father. Other than trying to get jiggy with Mantis and Pete Quill's mother, why else would a planet choose to take the form of a human? How about to escape a massive, demonic, planet-eating monster? Yeah, that seems like a good reason to me. But hey, that's my theory in a nutshell. But what do you guys think? Do you agree with my theory, or do you think it's a whole load of rubbish? Maybe I missed something out or got something completely wrong. Either way, let me know in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give us a thumbs up. And if you want to hear more from me, hit that subscribe button. It's the best way to keep up to date, and I release new content a couple of times each week. Anyway, until the next video, take care.